The capital of Jordan, Amman, is expanding fast, with new blocks of flats, new roads, and more. Migrant workers are employed everywhere, supporting the city's rapid development. Egyptians are the largest migrant group. They work in all of the badly paid and dangerous jobs in building, agriculture, and the service industry. Jordan also has 700,000 Iraqi refugees. More and more of them are also looking for odd jobs to survive, receiving low wages under the table. The Jordanian textile export industry is also employing large numbers of migrant workers from Asia. They are working in the qualified industrialized zones, or QIZs. Unpaid back wages, failure to pay the minimum wage, confiscation of passports, forced unpaid overtime, bad housing conditions, and food. Like other countries, especially in the neighboring Gulf states, migrant workers in Jordan are being exploited.
The first priority for the JFGTU is to amend the Jordanian labor code to allow the migrant workers to join the unions and to be organized in the Jordanian trade union movement. This action has been actually forwarded to the parliament, which will be, I think, dealt with in the next few months. In this case, the migrant workers will be having the right to join the Jordanian unions. It is not enough. There should be other priorities for the JFGTU actually, is to get these migrant workers involved in the Jordanian trade union movement through giving them the opportunity and encourage them to form their own union committees and to be part of the big unions that is the umbrella of the union committees.
The Jordanian unions also want to make an annual report on violations of migrant workers' rights in Jordan, in cooperation with the unions from the countries that these workers come from, and to take concrete action based on that report. At the local level, the textile union is leading the way in defending migrant workers. In these industrialized zones, jobs are insecure and poorly paid. Only Jordanian women with no other choice work in these factories. 2/3 of the workforce is from Asia, and the majority are young women. Overtime, non-payment of wages, sexual harassment, violence, there are many complaints. Ashad Pelwan, originally from Pakistan, used to work in a textile factory himself before working for the union.
One girl come from one factory, she's have problem, supervisor beat this girl, so I help this girl. After this girl bring any work boy and girl problem, so they bring our office, we help him. This time all workers is Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Indian, also Jordan worker, they believe me.
The textile union has managed to get 15 collective agreements signed. It has secured wage increases, transportation to the workplace, decent housing, and healthy food. These improvements have helped migrant workers as much as Jordanians. New health insurance is one example.
We are doing several things to help foreign workers in particular. Our union is there to inform them about the laws in Jordan so that they know more about their rights and duties. This way, our union has managed to build a spirit of teamwork and good understanding between Jordanian and foreign workers. Now we are helping each other well.
The ITUC regards protecting migrant workers as a priority, and in particular the increasing numbers of migrant workers who are women. There are 46,000 registered migrant domestic workers from Sri Lanka, the Philippines, and Indonesia employed in Jordan. 20,000 others are working here illegally. The ITUC has repeatedly denounced the serious violations of domestic workers' rights in the world and is calling for a new international convention to protect them. With support from UNIFEM, Jordan has launched an awareness-raising campaign to change people's attitudes. This is an encouraging step in a region that the ITUC has continually criticized for the many violations of migrant workers' rights.
We are making our best to work with different groups who work in the region, whether they are trade unions and NGOs, towards finding solutions to workers in different countries and give them our really best and sincere efforts to help them either solve those abuses with their employers and to get them reach their home country safe. In this regards, the ITUC worked closely with the General Federation of Jordanian Trade Unions and the All Pakistan Trade Unions and the Sri Lankan Trade Union Worker Federation, which they signed 2 agreements with the General Federation of Jordanian Trade Unions to try their best as sending and receiving countries trade unionists to solve the problems migrant workers face either in their sending countries or in Jordan as a receiving country.
To boost South-South solidarity, the ITUC has encouraged the signing of trade union partnership agreements between the departure and host countries for migrants. 3 of these have already been signed between Indonesia and Malaysia, Senegal and Mauritania, and Nicaragua and Costa Rica.